All right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome. You are dishing tea with Big Meech. It is Wednesday, July 29, 2009, and I'm sending my love out to all of you, and I thank you for your love and support for coming in and tuning into the program. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to call us at 347-205-9183. Once again, that's 347-205-9183. We're going to keep everything moving right along, and I want to encourage you to take part of the conversation. I'm going to say a disclaimer right here. For those of you who are listening, be advised, I'm going to give a warning because some of you may not like to hear strong, aggressive language, period, or at this time of the day. So your discretion is advised with today's show with our guests. I know we're going to shoot from the hip like we always do, and we're not going to make any excuses or pull any punches. So just be mindful of the language. We'll get a little raw for you. And if you can't handle it, I understand. If you can, all right, just hang on in there with me, and we'll move forward, all right? Also, I want to give a couple of shout-outs because we're doing something a little new. I have a sponsor. Ha, ha, ha. We're growing, and I got a sponsor. Pharaoh's Treasure Box is my sponsor, and I want to give big shout-outs to that organization. And August 1st, this coming Saturday, they're going to be at Jazz on the Avenue. It's a neighborhood day featuring a whole bunch of jazz and art and a whole neighborhood festival in Detroit, Michigan, right there on the Avenue of Fashion at Livernois. They're going to take the whole entire block. They got 3 sound stages. Pharaoh's Treasure Box will be right there on the corner of St. Martin's and Livernois, so you can check them out. Creations by Taps, all kinds of jewelry and artwork and things of that nature. So thank you, Pharaoh's Treasure Box, for your interest with dishing tea with Big Meech. Also, another sponsor that I have is Avon Products. Yes, I am the Avon Rev lady, all of that and this and the other. Avon is not your grandmother's Avon store anymore. All kinds of wonderful products and fragrances. I encourage you to go to youravon.com. That's YOUR Avon.com / my name, Demetrius Taylor, DEMETRISTAYLOR, for some of your Avon needs. You can get it all online. It can ship directly to your house. You don't have to worry about anything. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of that, just go to that link and you can email me there or right here at Dishing Tea with Big Meech, and I can give you all of those specifics, okay? So once again, thank you to Pharaoh's Treasure Box and Creations by Taps for your interest in dishing tea. So I have sponsors now. Ha, ha, ha. Now, we're going to get things moving right along. Today, I am ecstatic because we've been chatting, we have been knowing each other for a little piece of a minute and not realizing who he was when he come out with his professional name. He threw me off guard. And he is taking the world of hip-hop by storm. He is coming on and doing his own thing. Just a brief intro. He was born and raised in Buffalo, New York, currently residing in New Jersey. At the age of 14, he began his musical endeavors, freestyling and writing his own rhymes. And then once he got to college, he began to take and look into a career into hip-hop music. He has his degree, associate's degree in broadcasting journalism, but decided that the world of hip-hop is where he needs to be. And without any further ado, I want you to welcome as my guest to the show. This is the one and only Mr. BONEINTELL. What's up, nigga?
Yeah, what's going on?
Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Go ahead.
Say the N-word.
I know, I'm caught up in the moment, but, hip-hop does that.
That's for me to do that.
I'm caught up in a moment, honey. So for those of y'all who looking at, did he just say that? Yes, I did. You see, I just questioned it. Go ahead, baby. We're going to get things moving right along. I am doing well, and I'm excited. So if I'm talking over you, please forgive me. I done got all caught up. You know you do that to me, baby.
As long as I got you on your fat boy shit, we all good.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get on that in a minute because you know that's my shit right there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get on that in just a few moments. But for starters, let's talk about this name of yours because it is such a lovely double entendre. And every time I've said your name to people, folks have been like, "His name is what? His name is what?" With a name like that, give it to me. What does this name mean? And break down the science for us.
All right, check it out, check it out. Hold on, because I'm chilling at home. It's raining and shit. So let me turn off my TV. I don't want nobody to misconstrue what this name means. So I hope that y'all all paying attention. My name is BONEINTELL. Now you could bone and tell your friends who I am, and I'm glad they enjoy it. But bone is one of the densest matters in your body. You dig me? Intel is knowledge. So what my name stands for is a metaphor for hard knowledge. But when a lot of people hear it, they think I'm a bone and tell shit. If you want me to, I will. But just remember, I got hard knowledge that come with that too.
Well, all right, for hard knowledge. Now, of course, everybody thinks that name has a sexual entendre to it, bone and tail,
Yeah,
and
all the time.
et cetera, et cetera. So now it's interesting. Intel is a military term for knowledge. So, do you have any links to any kind of military background, or was raised around anybody with a military, or had a military influence on you?
Well, yeah. My uncle is actually real big in the Navy, and I got a couple cousins that's in the Navy and everything like that. But besides that, me, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't like being told what to do. I wouldn't survive in here.
Well, you and I have that in common because I have many, 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 many issues with authority figures like that. And yeah, but that's a whole separate issue. Okay, now
Yeah, we get into that. We get into
yeah, we will. Yeah, because I was fitting ready to say something, but not yet. Now, I've already said in your intro that at around the age of 14 was when you was looking at starting your career. You started writing and things, but give me the basics of you being in the era of hip hop. How long have you been in this particular business?
that. On a business side of it, or like since I was a little shorty listening to Wu Tang and Grand Pooba, Positive K, and all that. Where you want me to start?
Started where you want to feel it, how to feel it, and vibe it with me.
All right, check it out. Look, I am hip hop. I lived in a generation where hip hop was music of positivity. Even when the negativity came, it was good music to listen to. You know what I mean? Like I said, Wu Tang, Positive K, ODB, Grand Pooba, those was my influences. You know what I mean? And 14, I remember being a youngin' on a big old cheese block bus. I know y'all remember that. Going to
Yeah, yeah.
cheese block bus, freestyling with cats in there. You know what I mean? And I was all right as a little kid, but I never thought I was anything that would make me continue to do something like this. You know? And I just kept doing it. A lot of people kept encouraging me to do it because they was talking about I was really, really good, really, really good. And as the years continued, I just kept going with it, though. My vocabulary, you know what I mean? Going to school, kids stay in school. You know, it helps out a lot if you want to do anything. You need vocabulary, English, you know what I mean? Things like that, history. So, yeah, once I went to college, I went to two colleges. I kind of fucked up at a college. I had to go to another one. But when I finally went to Herkimer for radio and television broadcasting, it really opened my mind and let me know I could do this. It was like, I was in the studio before, but to be able to be in the studio by myself and actually be able to have control over the things that I do, it was a big awakening for me. It really opened my eyes and let me know, like, yo, I could actually do this. I got a buzz on the college radio because I gave them a track that I just played around with in the college studio, and everybody on campus is talking about my music. Like, I could really do this. I could really make this happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how that all bunched off. And
Oh,
all
well,
this
okay. Okay, so you say that Wu Tang and all of those other rappers that you had named were your influences. What about them that spoke to you, that gave you the fortitude to say, "Oh, I can do that"?
actually, I don't know. It's like a little kid who sees a police officer or a fireman and says that they can do it. You know?
Right, right.
One of those feelings and ambitions that I had, and like I said, I actually just did it, and I was actually okay with it. I don't know. You gotta ask God that one. I'm just doing what I know I can do. That's it. You gotta ask God that one.
Okay. So the love of this came, and now your style and your technique and your flow with your rap. Do you say that you're unique at that, or do you say you have elements of some of these mentors of yours?
Um, I would say a little bit of both. I have my own style and technique, but they influence the way I break on the beat, the way I do a chop on a beat, a transition from chorus to verse. You know what I mean? They pretty much let me know what is the right way to conduct yourself on a track. You know what
Okay. All right. Now here comes the $15,000 question for all the cash and the prizes.
I mean? What's that? How much money I'm about to win? I want some. Well,
Let's go from you loving and wanting to become hip hop and you dealing with your personal life of being a gay man. How did those two start to fuse together, or was it difficult in the beginning of this to say, okay, yeah, I'm a gay man and I'm coming into hip hop? What was that like?
um, actually, for a while, I never would have thought I would be doing this. Yeah, I mean, actually, the thing that really made me do this as a man that does hip hop that's openly gay, you know what I mean, is after I seen
Mhm.
that pick up the mic documentary, and I actually seen that there was other people out there doing it. You know what I mean? Well, I didn't see it. A friend of mine seen it. He put me on it. Then I seen it. You know what I mean? But actually having somebody that laid that foundation that was actually comfortable with themselves enough to do that, let me know that I should be able to do it. You know, I went through a little bit of things here and there with some labels before, and it was crazy. You know what I mean? It was crazy trying to be this facade of a person that they think you is when all of that is turned off, you something else, and you're not keeping it real because you lying about. You know, it'll get you caught up on a lot of things. So like when I started seeing that and doing that, it really was encouraging for me. It was really encouraging for me to do that, to be a role model. Because not for nothing, I didn't have a role model that pointed me in that direction. You know what I mean? At all.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, like I said, they kind of acted as my foundation role model to let me do this because I want to be a role model for somebody. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay, now that's interesting. You want to be a role model, and break that down. What is it that you feel you would be? Is your influence for anybody what coming up, or is this looking at it from the standpoint of being a community leader? I mean, do you what does that mean to you? Before I bombard you with a bunch of questions.
All right, check it out. What being a role model means to me is being somebody to let the little kids that's similar to my upbringing or background, or even outside of that box and stage of being in the urban life, even if you're in a country and you know that you have this thing called homosexuality and you feel as if nobody around you understand. I want kids to be able to look up to me and be like, he did what he wanted and he went for it. He could do it. I want them to look at that because, like I said, I had nobody I can look up to and say that to. You know, maybe some people, because I know I didn't relate to none of the celebrities on TV and things like that, because it really, at the time, it really wasn't a lot of celebrities coming out saying I am an openly same gender loving gentleman that does this, that, and the third that you can look up to and be like, damn, I envy that. He's so comfortable with himself. I want kids to not envy that, but know that they can get that they damn so, no matter where you
Okay.
came from or what you do.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Now, with your particular way of flowing and with your style of rap, let's talk about the lyrical content and bridge this gap with being a role model.
All
What
right.
does your lyrical content speak to? Um, yeah, what is it that your lyrical content would speak to in order to encourage somebody or to have someone look up to you? Because a lot of the rap game is known for its misogyny and all this other stuff that it goes through, and you know, gangster this and all of that. But what does your lyrical content speak about, and all of those things?
Well, my lyrical content is very versatile. You know what I mean? I speak on all broad bands because of the life that I have lived. I've lived that thugging out life, that hustling life. So I bridge all of it together to let people know that you can be above that. But if you're doing it, do it correctly. But know that as you get older, you got to change out of that. You know what I mean? Like, I got this one song called Prophet's Plea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a song that lets people know, like, yo, you could be doing all of those things, thugging, but inside you're not feeling right. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know that's not what you want to be doing. So in order to do that, you got to change your life. See, a lot of rappers ain't on that no more. I want people to know that you can do that. Look at me, I did it. I still ain't in the hood doing that shit.
Okay, now here's the thing, because
Yeah.
as far as being a thug, as far as being hard, as far as being down, with that kind of message, would that cheapen you, or would that make you look less of a thug, or less of you know, would that diminish your masculinity in the hood, or with the role, if you're talking about changing the game like that?
Listen, if whoever out there thugging think that just because I'm not doing what I used to do, like, takes away my masculinity, then you can have it. Because apparently it was something I never needed to be comfortable with myself anyway. They should already know that the things that I did in my past showed that I could take care of myself as a man. And growing up and being a man and putting away childish things, you should be able to know that growing up and doing new things come with getting older and maturing. So for people to even think that, they can go kick rocks. I don't care about that.
All right. Okay, well, and not caring about that particular portion of it, let's go to airplay and acceptance of your music into mainstream culture.
Okay.
Do you think that your stance there will affect your airplay or whatever, as an openly gay male who is identifying as you know, a hip hop artist, and who's coming from the streets and have that thug, you know, persona or whatever? Do you think that your airplay and acceptance will lessen, or you will have a struggle with that?
Truthfully, I think with my versatility and my music, I might not have a problem. But of course, in the over hyper masculinated hip hop scene and the homophobia that comes into it, I think I might have some complications in it. But I think as the industry begins to see that what I do in my bedroom is what I do in my fucking bedroom. Stay out my fucking bedroom unless you're trying to come in there. You know what I mean? Once they notice that I'm really doing music, that this is music not just for the same gender-loving community, but this is music for everybody, I think it's going to be easier to let it rotate within the industry, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, we've talked about this before, but I want you to expound on your take on this, and that is that whole term of the homo thug. I hate that term. I hate that term.
I hate that term. Listen, a thug is a thug. Just because you gay don't mean you can't be a thug. And just because you gay don't mean you a homo. What the fuck is a homo thug? You smashing two labels together? That makes no fucking sense. If you a thug, you a thug. If you gay, you gay. Fuck it. I hate labels. Don't label me as something that makes me look negative. I hate that homo thug label.
I have many problems with it, because like you said, I think it's a way to make a wisecrack at it, or diminishes what it is that you're about. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. If you're out there, you know, doing your thing, then thug or not, it just doesn't make sense to me. Right? It doesn't make sense to me. Now, here's the thing, because I'm understanding that a lot of the hip-hop rap community that's coming from a thug life living or whatever has been branded that. Do you see that changing, or do you see a lot of your colleagues accepting that and just rolling with the flow?
You know, well, the people in my tight-knit circle, we don't deal with that because thugging is just a way of life, and we're older, we're maturing, so thugging don't mean nothing to us. Leave that to the kids to do. You understand? And
Right.
I don't really see them as adapting that brand because I know, like I said, my circle keeps it real tight-knit, and to label them something that they not, they going to bang on you just because you're trying to disrespect them by even trying to brand them with that label. Now, I think some of the people that do this thing we call hip-hop for the gimmick, they might enjoy that label because it gives their name and their lyrics more credibility within the streets if they're labeled as a homo thug. But they don't know it's just labeling them to be stupid and made fun of. You know what I mean? But the people that I roll with, we don't accept those labels. Those are not positive labels that should be implemented on us. So they're not having that. But nah, I don't think we're gonna accept those labels. Not at all.
Well, okay. So this has become a movement, if you will.
Yeah, this is a big movement. This movement is beyond BONEINTELL. You know, it's so many different artists that's within this whole genre that's moving. You know, it's
right.
crazy. Like my dude Sonny Lewis, that's my dude. That's
I was just about to say him.
Yeah, you know about my dude. Sonny Lewis is like Twalib Kweli, get hip to the game. BK stand up, Fort Green Low Side. You know, Last Offense, Crown Heights stand up. My dude is so lyrical. Brian, Connecticut stand up. Miss Jones, she's from the D where you at. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's so many people that is within this game that's trying to change this movement and push it forward to let people know that we're not just speaking about no gimmicks and this bullshit that people think we doing. We're not doing pop music, put it in my mouth, put it in my mouth, put it in my, oh, I like it. Nah, this is real hip-hop life that we live in. We lead in that. We trying to live and pass these words down to the kids under us. You know what I mean?
Okay. So let me get this right, because when I'm hearing two separate fights, because I know I've heard of other hip hop artists who come off and it threw me. You know, I like to talk about sex just like the next person, if not more than. But in some of the lyrical content that I've heard from some of these artists, and I don't remember names because I'm not necessarily a hip hop person. I just listen to what I like. And I've heard some shit, baby, that made me blush because I was like, did that actually come out of your mouth? You know, and I'm hearing you say that part of the fight is to make sure that you're taking legitimately versus having to fight against those kinds of lyrics. Is that part of it? Is it about acceptance and getting your mainstream to know that there's a real message outside of the gay shit?
Yeah, because a lot of people that do get liked within this community, not everybody, but certain counterparts, they speak on a lot of sexually suggestive topics, and some people like that. But when that is the only thing being pushed, that's what people believe that the whole genre is, and that's not it. That's not it at all. It's actually bigger than that and deeper than that. But when you got that sitting at the main front, it makes it very, very, very hard for people to hold validity in what we trying to do when the only things they getting is sex, dick, mouth, ass, cunt, fuck, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it is a double entendre battle.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, right there, that's a good point. I'm going to introduce to the listeners one of my favorite joints by you. When you sent me this track, this has become my mantra. Okay, and as I just said, I'm not a hip-hop person. I listen to what I like, and I'm going to put this out there on the air, that you are the very first hip-hop artist who I've taken and listened to your entire mixtape from start to finish on more than one occasion.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, on more than one occasion, and I'm digging what I'm hearing. Now, I don't like hip-hop as a genre collectively, but I know the elements of it that I like because I'm musically eclectic. but you are the very first person who I've listened to from start to finish and said, okay, yeah, and played it over and over and then hit the repeat on the CD player. So I'm giving you kudos for that, baby. I'm going to play this spot here is love for the big boys, and this is big boy empowerment. Okay. Oh my word! Hey, okay, listen to it, y'all. Y'all tell me what. Here it is.
I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. On my fat boy shit, I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit. Back on track with the new year, who's here? BONEINTELL, ain't let too many crew here. Big boy love, gotta show me in here. Let them skinny niggas pass, but I'm in here. No shirt, blue jeans on my fat boy shit. Belly out, bucket of chicken up underarm. Bottle of grape soda cause the weight over, I'm hungry. Fuck dieting. Skinny niggas, we taking over. Big is beautiful, brown plump is thick. Plus know how to cook, play ball, and throw their hands quick. You can't lay on the skinny dude, they ribs touching. Lay on a big boy, you fall asleep and fall in love. Hugging on your teddy rumpkin. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. On my fat boy shit, I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit.
Ow!
Yeah.
I love this damn song. Do you hear me? I love this song. I bumped this, and as soon as I learn how to upload this damn thing on my phone, it's coming a ringtone. Because
don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby, because the ringtone is available now on Mixer.com. And at the end of the show, I'll make sure to hit you with the link so you can get the ringtone.
all right then, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, you know, go ahead on. I want you to give everybody your MySpace page and all your contact information.
All right.
Go ahead.
Since y'all want it, y'all can have it. Make sure y'all holler at me. The first thing I'm going to let y'all know is that I like to speak to everybody. I like to speak to my fans. I like for y'all to holler at me. You know what I mean? So if you would like to, you can hit me up on AOL. It's the messenger. My name is BONEINTELL, spelled right out, BONEINTELL. You can talk to me anytime. Anytime I'm online, hit me up with a message. I'm cool as hell. I have to do what it do. You can also reach me at myspace.com/BONEINTELL, BONEINTELL. You can hit me at twitter.com/BONEINTELL. You can hit me at facebook.com/BONEINTELL, so you can add me, talk to me, message me. If you really want to get in contact with me and see what I'm doing, you can type BONEINTELL inside Google and holler at me, man. I'm all over the world. I'm like a virus. You can just catch me. You understand?
Ooh! Not like a virus, just catch you. Now, listen, I got a question coming from the chat room. Good News Notebook is asking if you are getting support from the heterosexual artists or some of your heterosexual counterparts, and what kind of response are you getting from them?
Actually, it's small support here and there. You know, I actually got two major figures in the mixtape game that one wants to re-release the mixtape I just released to get it more mainstream publicity. And the next one wants to host my next mixtape, which is really good. DJ Mello, if y'all know anything about the mixtape scene, DJ Mello is one. He's from LA. And then DJ Kicks, who's also from the Coast to Coast Mixtape Organization. So I think that people is really taking my music really good, especially people who's just listening to it. But I think the one thing that's really catching them off guard is that my subtle implements letting them know that I'm a same-gender loving man is going over their head, because even though they're listening to the music, they don't understand the drops or the messages that's in it. And it's not like I'm keeping it a secret. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but the support ain't bad. The support is coming in slowly but surely.
Okay, because now there's one song on here on the mixtape. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I've been listening to it, and though in the track it talks about, you know, it was one. Oh damn it, I can't think of the name of it. I wrote it down earlier, but I can't think of the name of it. But in the track, it was talking about going to the club and, you know, the bitches is dropping it like it's hot and all that kind of thing. Yeah, that's it.
I like it when you drop it low.
Okay. Now, in that, you know, that particular track is gender specific, you know, to where the heterosexual community can relate. Do you feel that that's part of the game that you have to play, or was that just the flow of that song? Or do you feel that in order to be taken seriously, you have to make the lyrics more adaptable for a bigger audience versus just coming out saying, okay, I want to talk about another dude?
All right. Well, with that particular song, you know, that's just how I wrote it. Truthfully, I didn't have any specifics on it. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about who I would push it to. I just thought about it in a sense of a chick, because I don't want to see a dude drop it low. I want to see him whine. I want to see how a brother can whine. Because when you drop it low, I might drop it in. That's another topic. You know what I mean? But
that don't make me nervous, boy. Shit. Don't you make me fucking nervous.
You know? But, you know what I mean? It's like, that's just the way I wrote that. As I'm playing a game for the music industry, you're going to have to do that at one point in time or another, because not for nothing, you have to make it to where it's unlabel specific, meaning that you can't have a label whether it says he or she. You can use a word that's like shorty or my boo, just so that both sides of the field can relate to it. You understand? So I think I'm going to be better off playing that game than playing the game of saying she just for those type of people and he for those type of... No, I'm going to keep it really in specific, because I don't want to get caught in that facade and bullshit that's going to wind up getting me locked in a box to where one side ain't going to like me or the next is. Like I said, I do music because I love it. So I'm not here to play no games with people. I'm just here to share experiences and do what I do.
Dig that. All right. I can acquiesce to that. I believe I understand where you're coming from on that, because I know when I was doing a poll on my job, you know, unscientific, an indirect little focus group, if you will, and I know a lot of the straight cats, the guys on my job, were like, you know, but if I know he gay, then I know he going to be talking about another dude, and I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable with that. And I posed the same thing. Well, if it's gender neutral, you know, but you can feel the vibe or whatever, what problem would you have? And there's one particular cat, he just could not get out of his head. But if it's gender neutral, but I know what he talking about. I know he talking about another guy. I was like, well, then the problem is yours and ain't his.
You know what? I look at it like this. I gotta chime in right there. First of all, if somebody's listening to my music and they know that it's ungender specific, and all they can think about is that they know that I'm same gender loving and I'm talking about a dude, homeboy, stop fronting. We know you suck dick on the low. That's why you scared to listen to my music in public, because you're not secure with yours. So let's just put that out there for. Let's just put that out there for all them people that think that or had an idea. First of all, been there, done that. I'm over that. I know what it is. So unlike your friend is lying to you, I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't deny yourself who you is. If you want a taste of it, have a taste. Don't try to be this big macho man. Come on, I ain't even going to go there. I start preaching about
Okay.
Y'all going to be mad at me, man. Come on, I expose your whole organization.
Okay, right. Now, somebody else in the chat room just asked this question. Larry Love in the chat room just asked, do you think that you are too hard for the gay community?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And let me clarify that. Because some people, I think I throw them off with my mentality and the things that come out of my mouth because of the things I've been through. I'm sorry, I'm not a trust fund baby. I'm not somebody that grew up in a happy-go-lucky foundation in the suburbs. I grew up in the dirt. I grew up under the bridge. My town called the sewer. I grew up in Queen City, Buffalo, East Side, Kenneth Bailey, Uptown. I grew up in the sewer. So, like, my mentality is not as sweet as some people would say, as some of the others in the game. So some might consider me a little bit too hard because I see that they find it hard to relate to me when they haven't been through the things that I go through, and they don't keep it as straightforward as I do. Because not for nothing, I don't got no hair on my tongue. I'm gonna tell you what it do. Like, I'm polite and I have manners, but I'm gonna let you know what it is because my mom always let me know if you don't tell somebody. Oh, hold on, I'll put it in this form. A closed mouth don't get fed.
All right now.
So,
all right now.
If I hold my shit in and I keep my, I'm going to starve to death because I'm thinking about all this crap, and I'm not saying that I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people find that very standoffish and don't like that. So that's why I said it's a half and half. But the other side of the game is this, that I'm a big technique at the end of the day, that I'm human, I'm a man just like you. So beyond looking at the facade that you see from my background, notice that you can come talk to me as a man. But I do find that sometimes I think I'm just a little bit too hard for this game. Sometimes.
Okay. Larry's stupid.
What, Larry doesn't fucking shit. Yo,
no, he's stupid. He says, he in the chat room cut down. He talking about dirt is putting it mildly, but then he also said a closed mouth don't get any dick either. Larry, you stupid. I'm putting you on blast. You stupid as hell. Anyway.
Larry. I know what Larry is. Larry's over there. He always cutting up. What up, Larry?
He's stupid. Okay, listen. Okay, I'm gonna go out to the phone lines for just a second. I got a call coming in that wants to chat with you for a second. Let me bring him in. 313-651. Dishing tea with Big Meats. Give it to me, baby. Hey, hello. Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Yes, pretty good. My question is, in comparison to RuPaul, and I know you're talking about two separate genres of music, but as far as being out there in the forefront and a pioneer in music, do you think that the masses are more accepting due to RuPaul's success because he portrays himself as a female and puts on the air of being a woman versus you being an openly gay man also being a pioneer in doing what it is that you do?
Okay. I think everybody respected RuPaul on that note because RuPaul was RuPaul hands down, and RuPaul made good music, and that was kind of on the edge, trickling of the house disco sound, so that's not bad. But as in a man who can blend in with regular society to where they wouldn't consider me to be gay, it's harder for them to accept me because I do all of the same. Even though RuPaul did all the same things as everybody else, everybody knew who RuPaul was because they knew that he dressed up and looked like a female, and it's easier for them to accept that. But to accept a guy like me that looked just like them, that could walk on the street, it's harder for them to accept that because it's tough to believe, you know?
Yeah.
Right, interesting point. All right, thank you, caller. I'm going to put you back down and continue to listen to the show. That's an interesting question because it feeds into what I was going to ask you as far as masculine versus the masculinity versus femininity in this particular game. Is there a fight for supremacy in the realm of hip-hop, knowing that is the masculine side that has taken precedent in this particular culture? Because a lot of our female rappers come off hard like men do. So being openly gay and the whole onset of hip-hop gay rappers in this, is that fight still true, the fight of masculine versus feminine?
Actually, I think so. I don't think as some people consider it, the butch, the masculine dudes, I don't think we're really fighting for nothing because we look at it as, yo, we just doing us. But
Right.
I think that some of the effeminate dudes feel less superior than us, maybe, if they're not if they're not comfortable with being who they are. You know what I mean? They feel as if they have to top us or they have to fight to be better than us and show a little shade because they feel as if they're not getting that same attention because they're a little bit more feminine and noticeable, unlike dudes who are masculine that can kind of blend in without being noted. You know what I mean? So I believe
I feel you on that.
It's there. It's under the scene. It's under the scene.
Okay. All right, I feel you on that.
Yeah, but it's not as big.
I feel you. I feel you. We got another caller coming in. I'm going to take this call. I'm going to go out to 917497. Hey, baby, I'm bringing you up in. Come on, you're dishing tea with Big Meats. Give it to me.
Yeah. What up, BONEINTELL? What up? It's your boy Lester.
Oh, this is another artist. This is Mr. Lester Green.
Yeah. I had to call in, yo. I got the link on Facebook. I was like, BONEINTELL in the interview. He's doing big things. I just wanted to give a shout-out to him, and I just wanted to wish him good luck on next Wednesday because he knows it's going down. I don't know if he's allowed to say anything about it, so I'm not going to mention it. But
yeah. We're gonna be speaking about that later. But just to do a quick little shadow on it, man. I'm gonna be on DJ K Slade Radio Satellite Show on Sirius from 8 p.m. to 12. You know. So
all right.
Check me out there. Definitely
that's a big
getting
look.
a lot of attention. Yeah, me,
97.
Last Defense, Bryant, Drew Mason. You know what I mean? Sonny Lewis,
yeah.
All up in there. Yeah, that's my brother right there. But we all gonna be up in there repping real hard for this movement.
Yeah, I just want to
all
ask,
right.
Can I ask one question though?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, my dude.
Yeah, I want to ask. Yeah, like Bone, like you know, the radio, you know, the whole industry and everything. Were you actually signed? Because I don't know the whole full story. Were you actually signed to a label, or everything was just in talks?
All right. As in before I started doing our hip hop.
Yeah, before you crossed over to this genre.
All right. I was actually signed. I wasn't signed long, but I was actually signed to a big label.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean. So, and then we had to depart due to disagreements on me being a homo. Truthfully, keep on it, me being a homo. I'm not going to put their name out there because of litigations and things like that, you know what I mean? But that's pretty much how it went down. You know what I mean?
Dang.
I was starting to get buzzed. I was doing my thing, a little mixtape circuit that I'm starting to buzz on now. And, goddamn, I've become true with who I am. Yo, listen, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. This was in my beginning, just noticing who I am. And this is what it is. And they didn't like that. They didn't accept that because they find it hard to find a way to promote or market somebody who's going to actually be open with who they are and don't give a fuck who knew or who knows, you know? So that's what happened with that.
Oh, and one last thing. Could you just, I'll leave on this note. Could you just speak on the whole caution thing and how that affects everything right now? Because a lot of people blame that whole incident on.
Truthfully, I'm going to keep it 100. Fuck it. Yo, I don't know caution. Don't care about caution. Heard of caution. Caution has no rendering on what I'm doing. Some people may think he has something, a little bit of shade doing to this whole out hip-hop movement, but the way I look at it is he got his burn, he got his 15 minutes of fame, and then he disappeared. He could have really opened up doors for this, but he didn't.
True.
So, you know what I mean? The way I look at it is he has no rendering. I don't care who Caution is. Now, unless Caution throw a diss track at me, he can kick rocks to keep it moving. You know what I mean?
All right.
He's going to come out his closet with his little cane, talk about, I want to rap with you. Then we can get it on. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well,
I
thank
don't care
you.
about no Caution.
All right.
Well, all right.
Well, big ups to you, Bone. Keep doing your thing, man. I see you. Yeah,
sure. Hey, yo, Les, later on in the afternoon, I'm sorry, people, I'm about to have a private conversation for just 1 second. When you get done doing what you got to do, like, give me a call about, like, 3 o'clock. We need to talk about that track because I got your number in my other phone, but I ain't put it in my business phone. So I need to use my business number so we can chat it up, man.
Oh, all right. So I thought you forgot about it. All right, cool.
I ain't forget about you. I've
He
been
ain't
telling Larry about
forgot. He ain't forgot.
All right, that's what's up.
I do. Holla at
All right, man.
All right.
Love.
Thanks, Les, for calling.
All right, no doubt.
All right. All right. All right. That's what that's all about right there.
So indeed, big ups to my dude Lester Green. He does his thing, man.
Yes, I know. I'm hip to him. I've found him on what is it? OutHipHop.com, I think it is.
Yeah, that's right.
I got a couple of his things there. We got a couple of more calls. All right, y'all better light up my phone switchboard. I'm going to 607-674. Come on in, baby. You dish your tea with Big Meats. Oh, shit, what? Come on, baby, dish.
John, what's up, buddy?
Yo, what's going on? Yo, this is my god brother right here. What up, T.O.? How you, kid?
And how you been?
I'm good. We doing the damn thing. I see you tuning in. I want to thank you for the support.
Yo, I just called. I just saw your stuff on Facebook, man. I just wanted to call in to, let everybody know that Bone is the man. Dude, he turned me on to some crazy stuff up here, like upstate. We're talking about hick country, and he turned everybody on to some crazy stuff up here. He's the man.
So indeed.
Well, all righty then.
Good looking with that tie. Hey, yo, give me a call later on, man. Good looking for the support.
Yeah, I got you, fam. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
all right, well, thank you for your call and for the love and support. All right, baby, you doing your thing. You got the folks calling up. You see that your name is out there and it's doing this, you doing your thing and carrying on. I love all that. I got one more caller. This is coming in as 111, so this is somebody listening in from their computer. Caller, hello. You're dishing tea with Big Meats. Hey, I'm talking to you, baby. What's up? You dish your tea.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I got you.
Hi. First, much love to BONEINTELL. I love you, BONEINTELL. I love my Lester Green. I just think you.
What's going on, Larry?
Hi, this is Larry Love. Sorry about this. Sorry about the dish. But we do this all the time. This is a question. Have you been getting much support from the owners of gay bars? Because because it seems like if you're a woman, especially a black woman, you could really do well in the gay world. But it seems like gay men, it's like gay men are not into other gay men as performers. And I don't know if it's self-hatred or we've always had this, or we've always had this diva thing. I mean, if you were Beyonce, I mean, you would be all over the place. But why is it that, gay men don't respond to other gay men? Because, I mean, listen, I'm femme, and I'm also a white boy. But, I love me the hip-hop, because, it's raw, it's down to earth, and it has something to say. And when are, gay men going to start waking up to, giving support to our brothers, and especially to my gay brothers? My black gay brothers, because you've always had something to say. You are an intelligent man. And when are the gay music industry is going to wake up? Because we're out there, but we don't seem to do for our own.
All right, let me jump on the
Wow.
Get another question. Yeah, my dude Larry is a real intellectual dude. You got to get hip to that game right there. We be having some conversations. But as in the club promoters and the bar owners and things like that, I think it's a double entendre with it being hip-hop. You dig me? Because a lot of people have the bad stigmatism on hip-hop as being a negative thing, especially with a lot of people in the gangster rap, the niggas getting shot at clubs here and there. They're really wishy-washy with it. And then, not for nothing, let's be real, folks. Some black folks just don't know how to act, so they make it bad for other people when trying to do something positive.
Okay, now say that.
Let's be real honest on that, because if y'all started conducting yourselves properly at certain events instead of fighting and cutting folk like y'all 12 years old and y'all grown-ass folk, the bar owners probably would be more accepting of having us in their venues. You know what I mean? With that being said, the bar owners in New York City is just getting hip to this whole out hip-hop thing. It's kind of hard because you have people like Caswell who already has his foundation at Mr. Black. So it's kind of like the Black Foundation Club. You know what I mean? That's because he got that on Smash over there. So it's like actually trying to find a place that all artists, not just one, is able to find their own is really hard. And like I said, especially with the bad stigmatism on hip hop, and then on black youth and things like that, trying to do something. It's a double entendre that hurts us right there. Now, as in for some of the gay men not showing support, you know what I mean? Naturally, it's a self-hate thing. If it's not first of all, let me cut back. We are narcissistic beings. We may be loving, caring, and sincere, but humans as a whole, we are narcissistic people. So with being a gay man, some gay men have so many underlinings of things that's bothering them that they're not getting to the core with, that when they do show the shade or not supporting each other, it's because it's something within that person that they're showing their little hate to is doing something that they wish that they was doing. So it's the jealousy factor. You understand? And that's going to be going on to the end of times when the higher power of the Most High is going to blow this thing up we call Earth. You know what I mean? It's going to always be there. So, anything else you have to say, Larry?
I love you. What could I say? I'm going to be turning. I'm turning 60 in 2 weeks. And wow, yeah. And you see, I was involved in gay liberation, and in my, I can never really find artists I could identify with. I've always wanted to be a fan and groupie. Like the girls.
At 60, Lord, all right, you better work, baby.
And I'm also 30, and I'm also going to celebrating 30 years of having AIDS also. And I just want to say, because I've had safe sex for 30 years, and I just want to say it's all about remaining safe. But what I just think it's so important as gay people, we got role models who are men. That we could go to concerts and scream and shout, just like, straight people do. We deserve it, and we need to support and honor our gay brothers and gay sisters who are out there and speaking the message and who are not ashamed to be themselves.
I support that. Now, that's real tea right there, baby.
That
is real tea.
And BONEINTELL and all the others, Lester Green, Sonny, Lasto, King Jabbar, they're great people, and they just need to get the word out because they're missing out on a good thing because these are great brothers. That's all I have to say. I love you all.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Larry Love, for dropping in. You done dished some real tea with us. Thank you for your call, baby.
Well, that's okay. Tea or coffee, it's on me. All right, bye-bye.
I love it. Bye now. Now, he brought up a very interesting point as far as the support between within the community itself and the culture. Now, I know that you're coming down here to Atlanta for Black Gay Pride, but is that the only event, that we come together to support during the Black Gay Prides or whatever? Give us your schedule down here and then expound on that for me.
All right. I'm going to be doing the opening ceremonies on the 4th, which starts at 7 p.m. I'll have more updates for y'all coming up later in time as we get closer, and I'll make sure I'll send those over to you so you can let all your listeners know exactly what's going on. But I'm also doing a variety show Saturday, which is after 7 o'clock. So, like I said, when I get that deeper information, then I had that for you. But for all the groupies, I'm going to be at the Hyatt in Buckhead if you want to holler at me. Now, let me stop.
Okay, now watch out. Now, back up, bitches, because I got my key. I got my room key card waiting with my name on it. No, I'm playing. No, I'm not. Not really. I just had to schedule an appointment. No. Now, let me get it. Let me get here. But no, let me take this caller first because I want to make sure that the callers come in and I'm gonna come back. 908-469. You're on the air. You're dishing tea with Big Meats, baby. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, caller.
Hi. How are you?
What's up?
Nothing much. I was wondering how big your dick was.
Oh my Lord.
I just want to
know. All right. Let me keep it 100 with you. I'm big enough to please and satisfy and focus up your mouth so when you don't speak, it's because it's in there.
Is that so?
Well, now how about that there?
Thank you. But thank you, definitely. That was. I've been getting direct messages on Twitter about this shit, so this is very entertaining. I know Brian gets this. Because Brian is the model boy, he get it. But I've been getting the big boys trying to holler at me. So like,
you know,
like, is it that serious? Word? True indeed. True indeed.
Have mercy. I wasn't ready for that. That one kind of threw me off because I'm like, okay, hold on. You know, my wig done cocked to one different side. I think my hair done grew back. My bald spot done started growing back in, honey, because I wasn't ready. But, you know, but that's real tea right there, though, because, see, when you're dealing with groupies and this, that, and the other, it leads into my question about your personal life. How did you separate your personal life from these groupies? And call us like that. They want to know how big your dick is.
All right. Pretty much at the end of the day, you know what I mean? My real name is Jean. So when I walk through my doors at my crib, the BONEINTELL hat comes off. I'm me. Not saying that BONEINTELL is not me, but I understand that what I'm doing is a business and there's an entertainment factor that comes with not just me enjoying hip-hop, you know what I mean? When it comes to being an artist, at the end of the day, this is my employment. This is what's going to feed me. This is what's going to make everything happen. I mean, so, like, a lot of these things I don't really take serious. It's nice, and attention is lovely. You know what I mean? But it's never hard to really distinguish the two because what Jean can do, it's not the same thing as BONEINTELL.
Oh.
See, BONEINTELL,
okay.
He can love you for a moment. But John will love you forever. You know what I mean? It's different.
So is there a special someone at home since John can love me forever and BONEINTELL can only love me for a moment?
Yeah, I'm holding it down. You know what I mean? I got somebody under the wings with me. But you know what? I'm like Blockbuster. You can take me home and rip me for the night, but you got to bring me back without getting late charges. You know what I mean?
All right, for Blockbuster. Baby, if I want to be Netflix. I can keep you as long as I want. Shit.
Now you have to go to Target. You have to pick up the phone DVDs. You have one.
Okay. No, give me the director's cut. Lord have mercy. This hour's gone by so fast already. We're down now to the last minute of the show, believe it or not.
Oh, right.
And
I want to thank you. I had so much fun, man. I want to really thank you.
Oh, please, thank you for coming on and shooting it from the hip like I knew you were going to do. And letting us have it and letting us know what's going on in the world of hip-hop. And ladies and gentlemen, please know, this is the first of these kinds of discussions. I'm going to be doing more in the future as we explore this particular topic and really get it out there about what it is that the movement, the out and openly gay hip-hop movement is doing, and to promote their good works, so that we can make sure that everything is on top of everything. I want to thank all of you for listening and all of you for coming out. Make sure that you go to all of the information that was posted. I will have some stuff posted with BONEINTELL's contact information so that if you need to get in touch with him that you can. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can go to dishingteawithbigmeech@gmail.com. That's dishing, T-T-E-A, with Big Meech at gmail.com. I would welcome all of your ideas, show topics, criticisms, your Dear Meech letters, because we will be getting into the relationship show soon where I'll be answering some of your questions and relationship concerns. And we're moving forward. BONEINTELL, baby, I love you.
Wow, I love you.
And thanks for opening up my eyes to the world of hip-hop and out and open. We're going to call it day, and I'm going to leave you with this. Go ahead on, y'all. Dish your tea.
Yeah.
I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. On my fat boy shit, I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit. Back on track with the new gear, who's here? BONEINTELL, ain't let too many crew here. Big boys up, gotta show begin here. Let them skinny niggas pass, but I'm in here. No shirt, blue jeans on my fat boy shit. belly out, bucket of chicken up under arm. Bottle of grape soda, cause the wait's over, I'm hungry. Fuck dieting. Skinny niggas, we taking over. Big is beautiful. Brown plump is thick. Plus know how to cook, play ball, and throw the hands quick. You can't lay on the skinny dudes, they ribs touching. Lay on the big boys, you fall asleep and fall in love. Hugging on your Teddy Ruxpin. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit, on my fat boy shit. On my fat boy shit, I'm walking down the block on my fat boy shit.
All right, my fat boy shit. You know I love this. You know I fucking love this, dude. Ow! I love the fuck out of this little tune right here. But listen, we're in the after show portion of it because we're still going, and only those who come to the archives will be able to catch this portion. But I got a couple more questions for you. I know that on your mixtape that you have a collaboration with T-Pain. What was that like? And did you guys work in the same studio together, or how did that come about?
Actually, it's a lot of things going on with that, so I want to keep that on the hush.
Oh, okay. So if we got up and coming stuff in the future. So all right, rock and rolling, we'll be listening for that. All right. And so now with your collaborations, because Peg Star, that girl is cold.
Yeah, she gets it in. That's my shorty. She's repping Long Island whole body. Remember when we first met? That's where I was at. I was out in Long Island. Yeah, I mean, so that's where I met her from.
Okay, that girl is out cold. I was like, whoa, because, you know, she makes it she's just as hard as you are. You know, on the track, I was like, all right, heifer, all right. Well, that there is cool. So now what are you looking to do? What do you see as, you know, for your goals and aspirations in the very near future? Where do you see your career? Say, like, if you're going 10 years down or whatever.
Where do I see it? I see myself actually being a major figure in this thing we call hip-hop. I actually see myself touring. I actually see myself releasing a couple albums and getting mainstream press, because I think a lot of people is going to really be able to relate to my music and like my music and look past the fact of me being the same gender loving man.
Okay.
And
all right.
I'm trying to think so I can let y'all know what else is going on. Besides the Atlanta and the more future, 2010, y'all can look out for the album. My fun-length LP is going to be coming out actually within the next year.
Oh, well, dig that, baby.
Yeah. That's actually a really big thing. You know, I've been working on this album for about 2 years, you know, just like, because I've been doing so much with myself, and I've been doing so much changing as I took on this whole project of doing out hip-hop and everything. I've been changing and maturing and at levels I never thought I could, you know. So, like, it's been taking me some time, but I really can't wait for this album drop. And I think you're going to be like the first and second show I go on to promote the album before.
Okay, now you better. Okay, dish and tea. I want the real tea.
Sure, indeed.
I want the real tea, baby.
Yes, sir.
That there is it right there. Right there. Yeah. So, all right. I think, did I wrap up all of my questions to be a talk show host? I think. Yes, I think that as far as the show is concerned. Because now, you know, we're just going to kick it and I'm going to get ready to get the rest of my day started. Huh?
Is this on or off the record?
This here, well, it's technically still on the record, but it's.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have to let you know that. Be cool, boo. Be cool, because I still got ears on. Okay. I will call you in a few moments and get that off the record tea, because, you know, that's the kind of tea that I need. But nonetheless, it is all good. And I want to thank you once again for coming on and for just laying it down low. And like I said, this is the first of many of these types of shows because a lot of people need to come into the awareness of what this is all about and come into understanding what all this means. Because I'm going to do my part to promote it and then to educate myself and to become a little bit more fascinated with the world of hip hop because I see it starting to change and evolve, and it's taken on elements of what it did when I was listening to Run DMC and stuff back in the early '80s. It seems as though it's coming back around to that kind of feel again, where it was fun and actually was saying something. Versus, just, talking about bitches and hoes and fucking and shooting up the cops and all that craziness. I'm hearing real points now. So, this here would be a wonderful platform for you to come on and to let us get you out there and to do one. And then I'm going to put this out here too, Mr. Man. I'm a singer, and I've been waiting to get on somebody's track to sing a lick. Get me a damn... Okay, you get me one. I would be that big bitch that's sitting up there in the studio with a bucket of chicken like you have on house music record, and just sit there with my bucket of damn chicken under my arm on my fat boy shit, and come up in there and wail, and then go back and grab a napkin and eat some more damn chicken. Okay.
I'm trying to dip my hand in your bucket. Give me some.
All right now. Now if I'm hungry, watch out now. But hell, I'll put the bucket down to get on the mic, honey, do the tagline or something. Okay, like Miss Ann Nasby or Martha Walsh or somebody, and then come sit my ass back down. Y'all handle it, and then when you need me, just loop it in the okay. Just put down my track, and then I'll sit down and we'll eat some cornbread and greens and some macaroni and cheese and things, and some potato salad, and get the babies fed.
Damn, man. I'm hungry too. It's about that time, man.
It is about that time. Well, baby, listen. Go ahead on. Take care of yours. I am sitting up here with not a stitch of clothes on like I was birthed into this world 39 years ago. And now I've got to get the rest of my day started. So I want to thank you so much for coming on. This is the exclusive after show, so only those who come into the archives are going to get all of this. I'm a publicly shout out to Light Skin Bear in the in the chat room, who was claiming.
That's my phone. That's my little.
Oh, really? Well, he keeps saying that, honey. He keeps saying he the Teddy Ruxpin that you talking about in the cut, honey. He is, oh, darling. Okay. All right, so that's the Shawty. Get the fuck out of here. All right, now that's the real tea. Okay, I got it. Cool. All right. He said he done said that umpteen time just to let y'all know I am. Okay. And the president of your fan club. Okay, for Light Skin Bear. Yeah, he's a mess. We have fun. I talk to him a lot. So, okay, baby, go ahead on and get your day started, and we will keep in touch. You get me that info for this for your the ringtones and things. Now I'm on Metro PCS, so it may not be compatible with my phone, but I'm gonna upload it onto my phone. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out because I need that.
All right, that's what's up. Oh, you got Metro, the 40.
I got Metro PCS, and most of that stuff is for T-Mobile and Verizon and Sprint. But that's okay, because like I said, we're going to upload it on my phone, and it's going to be a ringtone, and you guarantee it. Or somebody going to get it, and then they're going to send it to me as a photo message, and then I'm going to save the sound. Watch it.
Matter of fact, I'll be able to do that. But listen, I got another call coming in on my other line, baby. I'm going to give you a call.
All right, baby. Kisses, love. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye. All right, everybody else, thank you all for listening to the show, having a little fun here, and wanted to just touch bases and add a little extra to the show so when folks go into the archives, they can have a little bit of fun with that. Once again, archives, and those of you who are still listening, a shout-out to my sponsor, Pharaoh's Treasure Box and Creations by Taps. Again, like I said at the top of the show, they're doing a Jazz on the Avenue. It's a neighborhood day of fun and shopping and et cetera, et cetera. You know, all of those kinds of things to bring peace to the neighborhood. So hopefully you guys will check that on out. Saturday, August 1st, 09, right there at the Avenue of Fashions on Livernois, right, starting at 7 Mile and going down to, I think, maybe Pembroke, where the, what's the name of that church? I can't think of the name of the church, but just go down there. They're going to have just a sidewalk affair and this, that, and the other. So check them out, and it starts from 8:30 going to 10 in the evening, so you got time to get down there and do your thing. Kids things, all kinds of activities. Pharaoh's Treasure Box will be at the corner of St. Martin's and Livernois, so you can check out what they have to offer, and we'll move on from there. So that was a fun show. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you didn't, tell me about it. If you did, tell me about it. You can go to Dishing Tea with Big Meech at gmail.com, Dishing Tea with Big Meech at gmail.com. Send all your correspondences there. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Next week we're going to have the Men of Onyx on. The Black S&M Leather Group will be on to discuss the Southeast Onyx 10th anniversary, August 7th. So we'll be talking about that, what it means to be black and a part of the S&M world. And that there is going to be a discussion. We're going to dish some real tea there. So come on back and see me next week. Until then, babies, y'all be blessed. And know that you have the power to do and change anything. I'll talk to you next week. Ciao.